much, you may have some other things up underneath here. You're just gonna click on the X to remove it, but not here. Right here, you see the piece window. Anything that you do in Optitex, any pattern that you do, it's gonna appear right in this section, right here. Every piece that you do. Right here's the toolbar. You're gonna find all of your tools. Okay, I already clicked on it. To open them up, all you're gonna do is just click on this and it'll open it up. That's the movement. You're gonna see everything in the movement. Rotation, you're gonna see everything in rotation. Build and cut, everything is gonna be in there. We don't use too much of the contour. Yes, we do. Draft. This is your pencil. D, because I'm sometimes gonna start calling the shortcut D. So D is gonna be for draft. That is your pencil. Just like when you worked in Illustrator, you had your pencil. This is D, okay? And the Illustrator, what was it? You remember? Did it have a shortcut?
What are you talking about? The draft?
The pen.
The
Illustrator.
pen.
It's the
what
pen
I said.
tool. It looks like a pen here, but it's the draft. That's what you're going to be using, the D to draft anything. It's like it's going to be your pen, okay? But it's going to be a D, draft. Seam. Anything we're going to do, it's going to be the S, seam, add seam. Darts and pleat, it's going to be underneath here. So anything that we do, I'm going to start calling some of the shortcuts out. And I gave you the pamphlet, the handout, so you can see some of the things in there. Half symmetry. We're going to get to that when we start to make the entire whole pattern, okay? Your baseline. Do anybody know what the baseline is?
The bottom line at the base.
Nope. Your baseline is your grain line, okay? Make sure you know that. Your baseline, when I say baseline, it is your grain line. Optitex is a little different from pattern making. I'm not going to say it corresponds to one another, it overlaps with one another, but some of the terminology may be a little different, okay? But basically, that's what it is. The baseline is your grain line. Okay. You're not going to be doing any grading here. The view, I'm going to get into that later. Piece. You can stick with the tools right now. So your general tools. The texting, the same thing. If you wanted the text, here it is. Delete, it's a garbage can. And if I was you, I wouldn't be deleting too quickly because sometimes it's hard to retrieve it back. Paste is copy and paste is the same thing. Your measurement is, you're gonna see this, it looks like a little measuring tape. And that's how you're gonna take some of the measurements. So what I'm gonna do is open up. It says new. I don't want to go into a file. You see where it says piece? You can see everything up here that you need. It's the file, edit, piece, grading, design, depending on what we're doing. 3D, we're not going to do that right now. Tools. When you open up Optitex, the first thing you're going to do when that screen pops up, you're going to go right into Tools. You see where it says Preference? You're going to click on Preference. This box is going to come up. Sometimes it may be in centimeters. Everything that we do must be in inches. Okay? You're going to click inches. If you want to apply it, fine, okay. Right down here, you see where it says right here? Right here. This is where you're going to check at. A lot of times when you come in, you may forget to change it into inches. So when we start to do our lesson, you're going to say, my measurements are not coming up right. I'm going to walk around. That's the first thing I'm going to look at right there and see if you have it in the right, if you have it in inches or whatever. It shouldn't be a centimeter, okay? It has to be in inches. Because we're working on half an inch, a quarter of an inch, whatever we're doing, we're working in inches, okay? So what I'm going to do is open up and make a piece. So I'm going to click on here, piece. See what it says new pieces?
Yeah.
Everything in here, whether you're going to start with a triangle, basically everything you're going to do is going to either be in a rectangle or a circular piece, okay? All this other stuff, it gets more complicated when you're working with K in 25. But most likely, right now, we're gonna work with rectangular, or we're gonna work with a circular. So I'm gonna go with the rectangular. Okay? You're gonna click on that box. Let's just say, your first project will be a pillow, okay? So whatever project you're working on, I'm gonna tell you what it is. If it's a skirt, or a half skirt, circular, bodice top, or whatever it is, you're gonna name that piece, okay? Make sure you name it, because it's gonna become it's gonna get kind of confusing after a while when you have all these pieces in your library and you don't know what piece you're looking at, okay? So let's just say I'm gonna do pillow. And I'm gonna always give you the length and the width of that box, because everything is gonna start off with a square or a circle to draft your pieces, okay? So let's just say a 24. The pillow is gonna be 24, that's the length. The width, 20. You're gonna click OK. In order to move, I need to get the tool things up here. See up here?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna get your tools be set up over here. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to View. The piece window is open. Because it's right here. It's telling you, see it? The piece that I just made, it's gonna show up in that window. Toolbox. Okay, that's open up. Basically, you have it here. Okay. You just have to click and open up everything. This one is a little different from last semester. Okay. You see already? It already formed the grain line for you. Automatically, it's going to do that. Now, if I say I want to change this grain line, you're going to click on it. And you're going to go to rotation. Or I can go to baseline, either one, depending on how I want to rotate that grain line. And I'm going to go right here to rotation. I'm going to click on it. Go to rotation. And I'm going to say, depending on how I want to rotate it, do I want it vertical or do I want to keep it horizontal? Anything that's inside your pattern, it's called internal. Okay? Anything that's inside is internal. So you're going to select internal. And then you're going to click on rotate. What I want to rotate it left, do I want to rotate it right? So let's just go left. You see what it's going to do? It turned it upside down. But I don't want it to go that way, so I'm going to go back this way. That's where I want it to go. But if anything, if you want to change the grain, and that's spelled pillow wrong, nobody told me I spelled pillow wrong. Okay, that's good. So I can show you how to do that. All right? That's the grain line. I'm going to close it. Now, since I spelled pillow wrong, you see right here, piece? This is how you correct it. You don't have to go right in here and you make the correction. Okay? So you don't have to start all over again or whatever. Even if I say, I wanted you to say pillow, this should say couch, this should say sofa pillow. Got it? You have to find it right in here where it says piece. Now all of these buttons up here, I'm not gonna mess with this. Right here, a notch. You're gonna click on here, or you can go right here, points and notch. Notch is for end. See the end right here? This is what the notch is gonna look like. I'm gonna give you a measurement. If I said I want to have, let's just say I put the notch there, and I wanted to change it to maybe about 12 inches, right here. That's where the notch is going to be. I already put the measurement in. And this is how you check it, right here. See the 12? I put 12 inches. It says distance from the next. That was from here to here, 12 inches. If you wanted to change it, if I said, let's change that to maybe 14, you're gonna put it in there, and it's gonna change to here. It's the next notch. You say I want to put a notch here. You hit it on the line. And these are called grade points. These little round circles are called grade points. Say I'm going to put, let's say 10 here. Okay. This is right here, add a seam, is your seam allowance, S. You're going to click on that, and this is what it's going to look like, a little sewing machine. To add your seam allowance, these are the grade points. Everything has to go clockwise in a circle. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start on this grade point, and I'm going to take, you see that green line? It has to hit. You don't have to click it, but just let it touch. Now I'm just going to take it here. I'm just going to add seam allowance from that corner to that corner. I'm going to click. This is going to come up. It's going to tell you, it's going to ask you your seam allowance. This box right here says corner seam, so that's what I'm wanting. It clicked up by itself. That's what I'm going to click it on right here. How much seam allowance should I put?
1 inch.
1 inch? Okay, you can do 1 inch. Apply. If you're not sure if that's what you want, you just press apply, and it's going to show you. And then you're going to press OK. That's your seam allowance. You see the right here? See that blue line?
Yeah.
From here to here, that's the seam allowance. Not the white one, because the white one is just it's just tell you that you have a square. Now to check, I say, okay, let's just say that I want to check and see how much that seam allowance was. Everything that you do, you can press on the keyboard end, it's going to end that session that you was in. So either you could click up here on the select tool, or you could press end on the keyboard. It's going to take you back to the white arrow, okay? To check your seam allowance, it's a tape measure. Right here. You see this? See this right here? This is your tape measure. You're going to click on here, and this is what it's going to look like, a little key. You can go from this point to that point. Right here. It's telling you 1 inch. Okay? Now, if you're not sure, that's what you're going to do. You can do the same thing and you can take it from here to here also. It's going to show you right here, 1 inch.
Where'd you get that key from again, Ken?
It's the tape measure.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh.
Okay? So you can just put your hand, just scroll across, and you're going to see different things. All right? D, it's control D. I'm not going to show you the darts yet, because until I start to make the actual dress. This is the buttons. Like if you wanted to add a button, click on here. You know how some pillows have the buttons on it and the seam in the back? That's your button. You can enlarge the buttons by your measurements. Okay. And text. Sometimes you may have to add cut 2, cut 1, front pillow, your name. Everything you do, your name must be on all the pieces. And you cannot plagiarize in this class, because I can tell. Because the computer will pick up, or especially on Optitex, it will pick it up. Okay?
Plagiarize.
You know what that is?
Yeah,
know?
copy.
You steal somebody else's work and put it
I
up
know
there.
what that is on this. Oh, still somebody else's work.
Yeah, that's anything that you do. If you still, I'm not talking about if you go on the internet and take a little here and there. I'm talking about actually taking another student's work and passing it off as yours. It happens, a lot of times it's happened basically in this class. It's certain things that this computer can pick up that you would not be able to tell, but we can pick it up. Because there's a hidden feature on here and all that. No, I don't care what you say. There's no two people that does work exactly. The work is going to be the same, but there's one thing on there that's going to pick it up and tell me that's not yours. Even Kate, she could come here and I could copy her stuff. She could tell, I could tell. That's not my work. She knows that's not her work. Two teachers, same thing. Okay? So just be careful with that. Because something happened in my class yesterday. Not in this class, but the sewing class. Alright? Those who like pleats, like Nuruki, right here. You see these pleats right here? This little pleat line? Well, I'll show you how to do that later when we start to do other things, but let me get out of here. And so that's the pleat line, that's another pleat line.
What about trim?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that later. The draft, you can find the draft up here too. Something else. Oh, this is what I need to show you, build. Let me go out first. The pen, D for draft. This should say, this is the pen mark, okay? This should say if I wanted you to, let's just say, this, take this and divide it. Let's just say I want to divide this right across from here. And this is what's going to come up. It's asking you, do you want to contour or make the line? Say yes. Actually, that wasn't, I really wanted to go here. Let me get out of here. Take it from here. So this pen will allow you to draw, and it's also going to allow you to make curves also. Anytime you finish, you're going to press end, okay? And that's going to come up. You're just going to click on the screen. Now, I just want this section right here. I don't want this part over here. You're going to press, go to Bill for B, and you're going to click on what you want to separate. It's going to highlight green. I'm going to click, they put a green line in there for me, which I really didn't want at all. I'm ending it, and I'm going to move it. Okay? Now, same thing here. If I wanted this section right here, B. Okay? This is all I'm doing is separating these pieces.
And you can get rid of the grain line by like deleting it, right?
With grain line.
You said that piece, you said.
No, you're gonna always need, any pattern that you do, you're gonna need a grain line. Okay? You gotta make sure you're clear about this. It's gonna make the green line for you. But, do you know what this one arrow means? It means in that direction only that you're cutting that, if it was laid out on the fabric, and just say you had a two-piece, like this go, everybody know what velvet is, right?
Yeah.
Velvet goes in one direction. It has a rough side and it has a soft side, which is called a nap. The smooth side is the nap that's going down. So that means that arrow. If you see anything that has an arrow and for a pattern and it says velvet, everything must be cut in that one direction. If you see an arrow up on the top here, because there will be sometimes on the baseline. Here it is. Let me see, which one is this? One of these. I'm gonna have to figure that one out for you. I'll show you later. But if you see an arrow up on the top also, that means that fabric could be cut in any direction. It's a two-way fabric, a two-way print, whatever it should be. In fact, I think this is it right here. What else is I can show you? You know, basically everything else, if you had to copy and paste, if I tell you copy and paste, grading, you're not gonna be doing too much of until you get into 25. So we're gonna start off with something simple. So what I want you to do is take the measurements for this pillow. Then we're gonna play around from that. I'm just gonna give you the measurement for the pillow, and then you're just gonna play around for today. Get the feel of the pen. And also, to make a curve, you have to hold the shift button down at the same time you're playing with the pen. Okay? Shift. See what happened? See the curve? Most likely that's going to happen when you do a skirt, because you're going to have to get the hip part. Now just say if that was the hip line, and I want to build this piece right here up, B. That section all by itself. Okay? Let's pretend that was a skirt, and I have to put darts in it. Now you see everything is coming up here in the piece. You see the window up here? Everything that's on your workspace will appear up here in different, you can name them. You might say piece 1, piece 2, piece 4, until you start to name them. And let's go back to here. I want to name this. So I'm gonna click on here, go into piece, change it. Everything you have in there is gonna be in there, even the incorrect spelling. Let's just say skirt. I'll go front, skirt. See? That's how you change everything. Right in there. Text. A box is going to come up. It says, I'm going to give you a style. Everything we do is going to have a style number. You should say 1. Cut what?
1 grain.
Well, you know what? You just say cut 2.
Oh.
Okay? Your name will go in there. On all your pieces. Okay? There's something else. The style number. That's the style word. Style number. Style number. It could be 12. Something else. Oh, the size. So let's just say size. Let's just say that was a medium. I'll just put M. Everything you do. Okay. That's it. To make it larger, I'm going to drag it. Move it, to move that box, I'm going to go into move, press right here. You can put it here. And most likely all the information goes underneath. You want to make it bigger. Okay? Okay, that's basically it, what I'm going to show you right now. So everybody can start to practice. Okay? Measurements I'm going to give you. Just do 24 by 20. Do the same one I did. 24 by 20. For practice. But then when we actually do the pillow, I'm going to give you the real measurements.